Dear brothers and sisters, you still remember where we left off last
No,
2 weeks ago
I skipped a word.
with this forgotten?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. So God appeared to Moses in a fire in the wilderness. And God said to Moses to go back to Egypt and to bring the Israelites out of Egypt. So Moses asked God, but God, what if they don't believe that you sent me? How am I going to prove that you sent me? Then God asked Moses, what's in your hand? A staff. Throw it on the ground. So Moses threw the staff on the ground, and it became a snake, and he ran away. Then God said, now take the tail of the snake. So Moses took the tail of the snake, and he returned back to his staff. Then God said, now put your hand in your cloak. When Moses took out his hand, it became as white as snow. Then God said, put it back. So when he put back his hand and he took it out again, it restored to its original skin. Then God said, well, if they don't believe in the first miracle, at least they'll believe in the second one. However, if they don't believe in both the miracles, then go to the river Nile, take some water, and pour on the dry ground. It will become blood. Then Moses said to God, but God, I'm slow in speaking and in speech. So don't send me, send someone else. God became impatient with Moses. I'll send your brother Aaron. He's on the way to meet you. He will speak on behalf of you in front of Pharaoh. So very quickly, Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said to him, my Lord, the God of Israel said to us that he wants us to bring the Israelites to the wilderness for 3 days to worship the Lord our God. Then Pharaoh said, who is your God? I don't know him. Why should I obey him? Get back to work. So that day, Pharaoh instructed the slave driver to not provide the straws that they used to make the bricks, and asked the Israelites to find their own straws to make the bricks, and they still have to submit the same number of bricks. When the Israelites realized that they were in trouble, they quickly went to confront with Moses and Aaron. They said, what have you done? May the Lord judge you. Why are you causing trouble to us? Why are you putting a sword in Pharaoh's hand trying to kill us? Then Moses quickly went back to God and said, God, why are you bringing trouble to your own people? Is this why you sent me? Then God said, from now on, you will see what I'll do to Pharaoh. My mighty hand will bring the Israelites out of Egypt. So God said to Moses, now go back to Pharaoh and perform the miracles that I told you. So Moses and Aaron went back to Pharaoh, and they threw the staff on the ground, and it turned into a snake. But Pharaoh's magician did the same with their secret arts. But Moses' staff swallowed the staff of the magicians. But God hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and Pharaoh refused to let the Israelites go. So they went back to God, and God said, go back to Pharaoh tomorrow. Confront him at the river Nile. I will make the water to become blood. Then he will let the Israelites go. So the next morning, Moses and Aaron went to confront Pharaoh at the river. Then they said to him, this is what the Lord of Israel said. Since you don't let your people go out to worship me, I will turn the water into blood, and all the fish will die, and the water will stink. So Moses took the staff and struck on the water, and the water became blood. And it became very stinky because all the fish died in the water, and all the water turned into blood. But Pharaoh's magician did the same with their secret art. So Pharaoh's heart became hardened, and he returned to his palace. After that, Moses went back to Pharaoh again, and he said to him, "This is what the Lord of Israel said. Since you refuse to let my people go, I will cause all the frogs to go into your city. The frogs will cover your palace, will go up to your bed, will fill up all your space, and then you will know I'm the Lord Almighty." So Moses raised his staff across the river, and all the frogs came out from the river and entered the city. And it totally covered the whole palace, all the bedrooms, and even jumped onto the room of the officials. Even though the magicians could do the same, but the frogs were too many, too much, and Pharaoh said to Moses, "Please pray to your God to remove all the frogs, then I'll let you go and worship your God." So Moses prayed to God, and God answered his prayer. So within the same day, God caused all of the frogs to die, and their bodies piled up in heaps all around the whole place. But once this event is over, Pharaoh's heart became hard, and he refused to let the Israelites go. After a while, Moses and Aaron went back to Pharaoh and said to him, "This is what the Lord of Israel said. Since you refuse to let my people go, I will send gnats into your country." 跳蚤. So the next day, indeed, God sent all the gnats into Israel, and they were climbing on top of every man's skin and onto the animal's skin. And the magicians could not perform the same. So they said to Pharaoh, "This is indeed the finger of God." But God made Pharaoh's heart harden, and he refused to let the Israelites go. Dear friends, there's 10 miracles God performed in Egypt. I only covered 3. So 7 more will come in the next section. Stay tuned.
Oh.